this video, I will show you an excellent choice for a beginner deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Once you've opened up your Master Duel game, start up and it'll give you a series of tutorials and it'll give you a starter deck. But these don't matter, just walk through them and wait until you reach this home screen. And once you do, you want to go into solo mode and it will show you that you finished the tutorial. But after that, you want to finish duel restart and duel training, because these give you gems, and gems is what you would need to, of course, build this deck I'm about to show you. Once you've reached 1,500 gems or more, you want to go into the shop, into structure decks, and buy 3 of the Vortex of Magic structure deck. And I'll take it from there after you have done that. But just a walkthrough of the duel restart and the duel training. Duel restart's pretty easy, but I'll go through them with you so we can see how many gems we can rack up to afford the 3 structure decks. The 3 structure decks will cost 500 gems each, totaling into 1,500 gems. Once you reach that amount, you're free to buy 3 of them and build the deck. But right now I'm going through the solo mode gates so you can see how to beat them, and they do not let you use your own deck. You have to use a loaner deck they give you. So right now I'm entering a duel with the loaner deck, and duel by duel I'm going to show you how easy it is to beat them. Of course, this will teach you how to play the game. And every duel in this first duel restart is literally that easy. You literally follow what it says, and you want to pay attention to the the text that it gives, because it can be very useful in learning how to play the game. So I'm just going to go through these practices, and once you've reached the duel part, I will go through that. Alright, once you have completed all of the practice duels like I just have, you'll enter this real duel where you can use your own deck to have a proper real duel for 200 gems. So you just want to build a basic deck and just duel. But just in case you don't have a deck right now, I'll just create a deck that you may have access to. The starting deck here. I'm going to use a starting deck so I can show you how easy it is to beat this with the beginner deck. Literally child's play. So we want to change decks to our starting deck. Press select deck. Now we'll duel with it. Alright, our starting hand isn't that bad. So, the highest monster we can get onto the field right now is 2,100. But this card has an ability where if you control no monsters, and as you can see here, I control none, I can special summon one level 4 lower normal monster from my deck. So we'll activate that to get a monster onto the field, and then we'll also be able to get another monster onto the field with a normal summon. So we'll get Beckoned with World Chalice as he has the highest attack power, and we'll set from a hand Crowned by the World Chalice from our hand. So now we have 1,800 and 2,100. And we'll set a trap card. And keep in mind, you cannot go into the main phase 2 on turn 1. So we only have main phase 1 and the end phase. So the purpose of this starting deck is just to get powerful monsters onto the field, and of course destroy some of your opponent's cards with card effects. And now we'll enter the battle phase, and we can only attack with attack position monsters. So we'll just in case it has a high defense stat, we'll attack with our stronger monster first. And now we can attack directly. Now we'll enter the main phase 2, and since we have since we have 3 monsters on the field, we can summon from our extra deck. the strongest monster. Gaia the Lightning Shadow. And we'll also activate Call of the Haunted to bring back our Beckon by World Chalice. So this is just like the practice duel, but with extra steps. We will destroy his spell card that increases his monster's stats. And now we will enter the battle phase and try to do as much damage as possible. And that is why you should set cards in the main phase too, because they can easily be destroyed in the battle phase. So that was a mistake by me. I should have battled then set it in the main phase too. Also, a common tip you want to do is read your cards, because sometimes knowing what they can do can be useful. And this card seems to remove itself from the game to increase the attack points of a monster we control. So now we'll just enter the battle phase. And we will attack directly for a huge amount of damage. We'll go into the main phase 2, then set cards. And then the turn there. And as you can see, since we control monsters, we can no longer special summon a normal monster from our deck because we control these. So that's why if you have a monster in your hand that you can normal summon and you have unexpected die, you want to activate die first, because if you normal summon, the condition of if you control no monsters will not be fulfilled. So now just finish the duel. There. Is literally that easy. So once you've completed the restart gate, gate clear. So now you can go back and check if you have enough gems. Also at the top right, these can help you gain gems too. Alright, I'm at 1130 1,500. So I'll just grind until I reach 1,500 and then I'll be back with you. Once you have reached 1,500 gems like I have, you will want to go to the shop. Go to Structure Deck and scroll down to Vortex of Magic. And you want to buy this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now you want to go into the deck building and press the plus, create new, and now make a deck exactly how I make it with the cards you've obtained from the structure deck purchases. So you want 3 Dark Magicians, 2 Dark Magician Girls, 3 Magician's Rods, 3 Magician Souls, 3 Illusion of Chaos, 3 Quintet Magician, 3 Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, 3 the Dark Magicians, 3 Master of Chaos, 1 Girl the Dragon Knight, 3 Eye of Timaeus, 2 Bond between teacher and student, 3 Dark Magical Circle, 3 Soul Servant, 2 Secrets of Dark Magic, 2 Magician Navigation, 2 Eternal Soul, and now you have the main engine of Dark Magician. So now what you want to do for the last 9 cards, you want to play, oh wait, also play 2 Dark Burning Magic. And now for the last 7 cards, you want to play Magicalized Fusion 1, and for beginners you can run some staple cards like Mystical, Space Typhoon, and if you do not have these cards, you can simply go to Dismantle Selected Cards and select 6 cards you do not need with an R. So you want to select 6, then press Dismantle once you've selected your choices. Then you'll gain 60 R chips. And with those, you can go onto a card and press Generate to gain one of those cards at the cost of 30. Do this on Mystical Space Typhoon and Forbidden Chalice until you have 3 of each. And now I will give you a walkthrough on what the deck can do. Of course, you want to name your deck. Name it anything you like. I'll name my one Magicians. And now I'm going to show you some duels with this deck. You don't have to go to the same gate I do. I'm just going here to demonstrate what this deck can do and show you that it was worth the 1,500 gems. And it's a go first deck, so when you win the coin toss you want to go first with this deck. So the main premise of this deck is to set up Dark Magical Circle onto the field and have Eternal Soul on the field as well. And luckily we drew both. So we just want to end our turn here. Unfortunately, in here, I never got a very good hand. The best possible hand would be to... So the main premise of this deck, its goal is to set up Eternal Soul onto the field and Dark Magical Circle onto the field and have Dark Magician in your hand or your graveyard. And with Dark Magician, but unfortunately we did not get to summon anything because we got unlucky with a hand. But trust me, this deck is good. Alright, here's a hand we can work with. So, this card called Illusion of Chaos. This is a card we want to activate in the hand to get to our 2 main cards that help us set up the Eternal Soul, Dark Magician, and he gives you any spell trap including Dark Magical Circle or Eternal Soul. And we want to get him. and shuffle. And Illusion of Chaos requires you to shuffle back from your hand one card. It's best to shuffle himself back. So now you want to normal summon Magician's Rod and activate his effect to bring forth Dark Magical Circle. And now a combo you can do with Dark Magical Circle and Soul Servant in your hand. You can activate Dark Magical Circle and chain link to Soul Servant to put a card from your deck to the top of the deck. You want to put an Eternal Soul right here if you have Dark Magician in your hand, or if you do not have Dark Magician in your hand, you want to get, of course, Dark Magician. Alright. Another option for Eternal Soul is Magician Navigation. All we need Eternal Soul for is to special summon Dark Magician, and this does exactly that. Except when you summon Dark Magician, you can also summon another Dark Magician from your deck. But it doesn't stay on the field like Eternal Soul would. So we just want to set any staple cards like this, and even this. This is Secrets of Dark Magic. It's a quick because you can activate on your opponent's turn as well. You can fusion summon using Dark Magician. Dark Magicians, which requires a Dark Magician and a Spellcaster monster. We have a Spellcaster and we have Dark Magician. So after we've done summoning Dark Magician, and the reason we want to summon Dark Magician with a trap in front of Dark Magical Circle, you get to remove from the game one card your opponent has on his field. So you want to perfectly time it so that when your opponent has an important card on the field, you can summon Dark Magician and get rid of it for the rest of the duel. Also, you might want to put your toggle on. This means it'll give you every possible Now look, this is an important card. So we want to special summon Dark Magician in front of Magical Circle to get rid of this. And since we did another dark, and now since we special summon Dark Magician, we can activate Dark Magical Circle and banish this powerful card that he has removed from the game. This also seems to be quite an important card, so we'll activate Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy it. Alright, now we've controlled our opponent to from having an important spell card and a strong monster on the field to having only a face down card. Now Soul Servant, it has the effect to place one card on top of the deck from your deck. So you can put one Dark Magician card on the top of the deck, and it has another effect where while it's in the graveyard, you can remove it from the game to draw that card you put on top of the deck, as long as you have Dark Magician on the field or the graveyard. So I will do that. I'll put a card on top of the deck. I want to put Magician's Rod onto the top of the deck to get my hands on an Eternal Soul, and now activate it in the graveyard to draw, and now I can summon another Magician's Rod to add, of course, Eternal Soul for next turn, just in case he survives. And now we'll go into battle phase and just win this duel. And that is the function of a Dark Magician deck. Alright, that'll be it for this video. I will make more in the future, and bye.